Welcome to Dunans. We're presently flying towards Dunans Bridge. Built in 1815 when John Fletcher commissioned the eminent Victorian engineer Thomas Telford to create a new access to Dunans Castle. This is a triple-arched, A-listed, rubble-built bridge, the highest in Argyll at 45 feet or 16 metres. With its octagonal buttresses, delightful gargoyles and Gothic arches, it represents an extraordinary presence in the landscape. And, in its bicentenary year, it is in urgent need of repair and restoration. Hi, I'm Charles Dixon-Spain, and this is the Dunans Bridge Restoration Project. During its 200 years, the bridge has suffered repeated incursion by the rampant west coast vegetation, with great swathes of ivy being its most persistent attacker. This is the bridge in May 2014, again under assault by vegetation of all sorts, including an oversized cotoneaster. And here's the same elevation, filmed only a couple of days ago. With the help of some very intrepid volunteers, we've managed to clear much of the worst off. Here are Poz and Dan beginning the work, and a spectacular shot of Poz, our bridge, and the castle. While ridding the bridge of greenery is an important task, it is the least of it, and with our architect Robin Kent, we have developed a programme of works, the first stage of which is complete. That is, the investigatory works. Here you can see the specification for the pits we dug in September to see how the bridge was constructed. This was important, both to assess the condition of the bridge and also the weight limit we need to impose upon it. Here are 3 shots showing supporting scaff, the works in progress, and finally one of the trenches. It was rather like the BBC's Time Team, although I can't say I'm much of a Tony Robinson. So, with this work completed, we now have the major restoration works to progress, which breaks down into 3 major elements: the deck of the bridge, the elevations and the arches. Here we see the south elevation with gargoyle showing a reasonable level of preservation, but it is the arches which cause most concern. As the camera pans upward, more and more shadow becomes apparent between the stones of the arch. These gaps need to be filled or pointed, and it is this work which is now becoming very urgent. On the north side elevation, which is wetter, the pointing is moss-filled and crumbling, but even more critical is the leaching of lime cement through the whole structure. The white deposits you see on the underside of the main arch are carboniferous deposits and show how much the binding cement has been washed away. The project has been fully specified by Robin, our architect, and we are currently awaiting decisions from grant funders before we start. Of course, grant funding is by no means certain, and because the bridge is coming up to its bicentenary and because it is in need of such urgent repair, we have decided that we must move things along more urgently. This is why we have launched this campaign on Indiegogo and why we are asking for your support. Of course, if funding is granted, then all funds we receive from this campaign, beyond the total bridge restoration figure, will be put into the restoration of the castle, which we plan to open as a public building in 2019. Facilities will include a visitor centre, conference, events and performance space, as well as accommodation for our lairds and ladies. However, works on the castle cannot begin until we have completed the bicentenary project for the bridge, and therefore this marvellous structure has to be our overriding focus for now. We're sure you will support us and enjoy becoming a laird or lady of Dunans Bridge, maybe even join us for a party on the bridge when it is completed next summer. So, thank you for watching and listening. I hope to meet you in the near future on a fully restored bridge. Thank you.